If you're looking for the cheapest, and I mean cheapest coins out there to build your God Squad, head over to aoeah.com. They are fast and reliable, and make sure you use code WOLF to get 3% off. Link is in the description. Now it's come to my attention, a lot of you are still struggling with the run game in Madden 22, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I haven't really took the run game serious this year. Reason being is because of player movement slowed down, but the clock's still running the same. If my opponent gets ball first in the game, I want him to run the ball. Reason being is I could clock the rest of the half out after that and then get the ball back and then clock the rest of the game out. You know what I mean? That's how you play competitively. I didn't make the game. It's just the way it is. It's the way you have to play to go on high win streaks, because you're going to come across these people that run. Now, I'm going to show you guys how I slow down the run, but maybe there's better variations and stuff like that out there, but I'll just show you what I mean. Before we get into it, drop a like, become a member. All the meta stuff is in the member section. The wild trips, pats, 335Y, 245 odd, all that stuff. Bunch offset, Troy Y flex, single back wing stack, wild trio week, advanced man defense. You know what I mean? All that stuff's in the member section. Probably more than I'm leaving out, and I got more coming. So members, be ready, because I'm coming at you guys with more. Okay, so let's just talk about the 3-4 Cub first. 3-4 Cub is a defense that's, I want to say the alignment of it is pretty good. So let's go ahead and just take Sting Pinch out. We're going to put cover 4 quarters. Okay, we'll come out and cover 4 quarters. Now, you're going to be switching in between quarters in man defense. This is how I would play it in 3-4 Cub. And we'll go ahead and just pick like zone weak. Okay, let's pick zone weak. Now, what we want to do is we want to identify the strong side of the offense, which is going to be the left side. So we go ahead and bring our safety and put him on a third. Okay, inside third. Okay, right there. Then we're going to put our guy on a spy right here. Our user is going to be the safety. Now you can change your coverage however you want. You could press if you want, but be careful with the receivers that they do have on the teams, because you will get cooked over the top. So be careful with that. Use that however you can. Now you'll see that the defensive line is the way they're pass rushing. I don't like it. So what I do is I go ahead and just crash them down to the middle. Now with my user, you'll see where I'm going to be. I'm going to be in this gap, or I'm going to be in this gap, depending on where they're going to be. So we kind of already know the play, so we're just going to see what the team does, and then I'll shoot the gap left, boom, and then I'll just shoot the gap this way. And that's how you do it. That's how you stop those type of run plays. Okay, so let me show you guys again. We're going to go ahead and you can base a line, okay? Bring this guy down into the box. You don't have to press, and then put myself on a spike, crash my D-line down. I know where I have to shoot the gaps, left or right. That's my assignment with this defense right here. So you sit back and you wait. It's going left. I come close the gaps there, and you get run style abilities. Now you want to make sure that you have a good, you have good DTs that can actually help you. Don't have bums out there, because they will just get trampled. So you don't have to baseline. Just move this guy down, put him on inside third on the strong side of the field, and then put yourself on a spy. Okay, so putting yourself on a spy is going to help you. Boom, and then I come around, shoot the gap, and that's how I would stop the run from the cover 4 quarters. Now, if they run outside, sometimes your adjustments from cover 4 quarters aren't good enough. It's just not a good enough defense. So let me show you what I mean. Let's see if they have a stretch play here. But it's going the wrong way, so maybe wing pair. Yeah, well, yeah, you know what? No, he'll probably throw that. Right here, single back wing tight stretch, okay? So we identified the strong side of the offensive line, okay? Not where all the receivers are, the offensive line, okay? Forward to the right, bring this guy down, put him on the inside third, okay? Boom, crash down the middle, put yourself on a spike, because you don't know what they're doing. You don't know if they're running inside zone or stretch, right? So we're just gonna prepare for anything. We see the play going right, we run right with the play. And this is another thing that I wanna teach you guys, okay? If you haven't been doing this already, make sure you do it. If you don't want to shoot gaps, let's say you're not good at it, you feel like you don't have enough experience shooting gaps. What I want you to do is, once you see the direction of the play, I want you guys to run just straight across, straight this way. Okay, this is how I used to play the game when I couldn't shoot gaps. I used to play it to where I would just come sideways. I would run parallel with the running back if it's a stretch. Because back in Madden 18, when stretches were OP, I had to learn something, right? I had to learn a way to stop that ish, because it was bad. So right here, spies, going this way, running, you know what I mean? Staying in front of them, going the same direction. Now, forward motion is a thing in Madden 22 that no one can stop. That whole yards after contact stuff, it's just something that happens, but you can try to baseline press. You'll see how this guy moves outwards to help you with that. And then if you think you're gonna get cooked on the B side, you can back off a B this way. Okay, so you can come back to that side. Put yourself on a spy, crash the line down, because like I said, you don't know what he's running. And then run straight this way, boom. Now with the baseline, it worked. Now another thing you can do, okay, you can come to man defense. We can audible, let me get out of this play art. We can audible to man defense, okay? Shade over the top, put Elliott in a spy and put Clark in a spy, crash the line down and user the guy on the running back. So Queen would be the guy that's on the running back. And then we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna put ourselves on a spy and then we're just gonna wait. We're gonna run with the run right here. You'll see that your spies are gonna react way better than they do in cover 4 quarters, the way zone reacts. Even though cover 4, the reason we're using cover 4 is because of the run fits. The run fits on defense actually shoot in for the run. If you're using a cover 2, those guys will back up as zones. It's usually the outside cornerbacks that have the run fits that come inside. So you gotta be careful. So again, cover 2 man, shade over the top. Make sure you shade over the top. Spy, you can bring these guys down if you have the time, and then spy the guy that's on the running back, and that's your user. Okay, so put yourself in a spy, and then we wait. I didn't crash the line down, but it's all good. You'll see that the run game just gets trampled. Now, what I like about that setup is that I can move over to 3-3-5 and run it that way. So let me show you guys the trick behind this one, son. Okay, let me show you guys. I'm not gonna make any personnel adjustments, but cover 2 man, let me show you guys. Okay, let's just assume they want to run that again. Come out wing tight. I can still come out in 3-3-5. And what's cool about this is I could put this guy in a spy, I could put this guy in a spy, and then my defensive lineman can go out into curl flats. And now I got 2 spies, 1 guy running. But like I said, if it's a run, this is where you're selling out on the run. Okay, there's a difference between playing balanced defense and selling out on the run. This setup right here is to sell out on the run, okay? But just in case we put cloud. So it's a chess match. We have to just, you know, pick our poison. And this would be a very good defensive setup for you guys to use if you want to stop these outside plays. Making sure that I put myself on a spy so I get better angles whenever the ball is snapped. This way, boom. Look how the defense, bro. Look how the defense reacts with that setup. It's like automatically run committing for you. Okay, so let's come to instant replay. Just look at it. Automatically run committing pretty much. And that's how you bottle up the run. And I do it really good to where my opponent's not gonna wanna run the ball. They'll start mixing in play actions and stuff like that. And that's when I just come over here, shade underneath. Now, if you don't put these guys in spies and they run, I want you guys to pay attention to the snap of the ball. These guys will back up. They won't even play the run. They'll just back up and then they'll shoot to the run. He'll snap the ball, they back up. And now my man has the ability to get yards. But the 3-3-5, for some odd reason, it's always been good versus the run, which makes no sense to me because you would imagine that it wouldn't be. Now, where it is weak is with those up the middle plays. So let's just see what dive does against the 3-3-5 cover 2 man. This is where you'll probably have to go back to 3-4 cub for those plays. So let's see if we can find dive. Okay, let's try our spy setup. They may still get in. Let's assume he hasn't ran up the middle yet. Okay, so we're leaving our defensive line this way, but you'll see the spy shoot. The only problem is he's still getting 6 or 7 yards. So up the middle runs is where this defense suffers. Now you can try to slow it down by bringing spies into the box toward the middle of the play, pulling your line in, and then putting yourself on a spy and playing the back like this. So you'll have this look, and I've used this look before. Okay, this is the look I would use before. To try to stop up the middle runs, and you just clog the middle. Now you see he's still getting 3 or 4 yards. So if you notice that he's running a lot of up the middle plays, you can even come to the 3-3-5 wide. And the play that I like to use this one as is cover 1 contain. Trying to stop the run game up the middle is difficult unless you use this defense right here. For some odd reason, this defensive play works wonders. So you can press shade over the top if you don't want to get beat over the top. You can back off B if you want so he doesn't cook you over the top, and then just put yourself on a spy this way, okay? And then you wait. Don't ask me why, but this one clogs up these up the middle run plays very easy. It's weird. Some people like to, I messed that up. I didn't set it up. That's my fault. But you can shoot the gap on that too. See, that's another thing. If you leave the play stock, it gives you the ability, but I'm trying to make it to where you guys don't have to shoot the gap. But if you have to shoot the gap, you leave the play stock and then you just find the lane. The lane's gonna come to you. Boom. And then you shoot the gap like that. But that's if you can shoot the gap. I would imagine a lot of people struggle with shooting the gap, so I'm just trying to provide you guys something else. So remember, press shade over the top, crash down on your line. You can even pull your defensive line linebackers in to try to clog up the middle. but you gotta be careful because they'll just run outside on you. So this is another defense right here that just clogs up the middle. You see that? That's how you slow it down with that defense right there. So I hope these plays and stuff help you guys out because they help me tremendously online. It's very easy to stop the run if I need to, but sometimes, a lot of times, man, I let people run the ball on me. They start bringing down the clock, and then competitively to win games, it's boring. It's boring as hell winning games competitively. Okay, the game's not fun at all trying to win that way, but it is what it is to get the dub and to keep people off my back. Oh, you bum, you let people beat you. I have to play that way. You know what I mean? Like I have to get the high win streaks. I have to go on the high streaks. Playing that way, it's unfortunate, but player movement does not correlate with the way the clock runs. So that is where the mess up is in the game. Once they fix that and adapt, maybe we'll have better gameplay. But right now, the clock is moving at the same speed for current gen. And then with this slow movement, people can just clock games out, man. So drop a like.